So you've made a great entry. You're in the money and the market is moving in your direction. Now you're beginning to wonder, where do I exit this trade? I don't want my profits to get run over. Introducing the TTM Scalper Alert, the indicator that tells you when to exit. Okay, let's get right into it. This is the TTM Scalper Alert indicator. If you have never heard of this indicator before, I do not blame you because I've only seen this on the Thinkorswim platform. It's by a guy named John Carter. He also does a little more popular indicator called the TTM Squeeze. Okay, so you can probably get this indicator directly from him. I believe his website's simplertrading.com. I don't know what platforms that would be compatible with, but as far as using this for free, Thinkorswim is the only platform that I've seen it on. If you know differently, put in the comments below, help a brother out, let them know where they can go to use this indicator. Now, if you have never seen this before, at first glance, it looks like the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail. Money awaits. Bikinis and boats, babies. Bikinis and boats. That's what we're all about in trading. Bikinis and boats and fast cars. So if you look at these arrows, you see that you could scalp there. You could have scalped huge there. Could have scalped there. Could have scalped there and there and there and there. And you never, ever would have lost. But according to John himself, he does not use this as an entry. He uses this as an exit indicator. And these arrows don't show up right here just magically. They appear 3 bars later. So it's designed to show up after 3 bars are lower than the previous bar or higher than the previous bar. So in this section, you got this up arrow, 1, 2, 3 closes higher, then the arrow appears in this section, 1, 2, 3 bars lower, then the arrow appears. And so what John says his strategy is with this indicator is he waits for a flush in the market, and then he waits for the arrow to let him know when to get out. So in this section over here where the market's kind of moving sideways, there's not a whole lot of dramatic movement. He says he's going to ignore every one of these arrows, okay? All of them. Now, he might, after this move up here, he might call that a flush, okay? This could be subjective to you, the size of the moves that you're looking for. And then once this arrow appears, 1, 2, 3, somewhere in this section here, that's when he would get out. So the arrow pops up, and he says, okay, maybe this move is done, that's when I'm getting out. And then the move was not done. You get the biggest flush here on the day. This is in oil. And then 1, 2, 3. So he's going to be getting out somewhere down here. Of course, you caught maybe the bulk of the move. Who knows where you got in here according to your own strategy. Okay. So then you're going to be ignoring all these arrows here. You're going to be ignoring this one. You're going to be ignoring this one. Flushes up. 1, 2, 3. You're going to be getting out of this move if you were in it somewhere here. I hope that makes sense. Now, on a great trend day like this, the indicator works out very nicely, right? But if you get to a more volatile day, and I'll see if I can find one for you. I may have to go over to the ES, something like this. This is a good look right here on a more volatile day. So on a more volatile day, if you're waiting 3 bars, you might have given up all your profits by the time this indicator shows up. Unfortunately, this is day trading, and nothing ever works all of the time. It is the great frustration of traders. So you get this flush up here, and then the market's moving sideways. Most people might have got out by that time anyway, but if you're waiting for the arrow, 1, 2, 3, you've given back half your profits by that time. Depending on where you ended up exiting in this, you could have been exiting down here somewhere, and who knows where you got in on this move to begin with. We'd all like to think that we got in at the very beginning. So you might have even lost money on that move. Okay, so then if you call this a flush, that's not a great move, but 1, 2, 3, again, you've given back probably half your profits or more, depending on how great your entry was, and so on and so forth, where you might even have some losers. The only great move is after this huge one here, get you out in a decent situation. So that doesn't need much more explanation than that. I could go over day after day, but that's pretty much the two scenarios you're going to get. You're going to get the nice days when it's the market flushes and then moves slow and gets you out near the top, which we saw over on this day. And then you're going to get the more volatile days where it just whipsaws you, and you would have been better off without the indicator itself. But if you're struggling to find those exits on those big moves, like maybe you're a swing trader, this could help. It could give you some of that confirmation that you've been looking for. There's not a whole lot of exit indicators that are specifically designed to be exit indicators on the market. So there's not a lot to choose from to begin with. So this may be something that you could at least play around with and see how it works for your strategy. And we'll go over to this day. This is kind of a combo, or the volatile day and the momentum day. So you would ignore all this stuff in here, flushes up, and then you're going to be getting out somewhere. You would have lost it down there. So, c'est la vie.